Welcome back to Soda City Live. January is National Blood Donor Month, and every 2 seconds in the United States, someone needs blood. It is needed in order to ensure that blood products are available at 2,500 hospitals nationwide. To tell us more is Regional Communications Manager Nick Gibson. Nick, we were talking a little bit beforehand, and it honestly kind of surprised me. I asked if there was an uptick in donations, and you actually said no, it's the opposite. Give us a little understanding as to why that is.
Yeah, the main reason is simply because during this time of the month, a lot of people are coming back from holiday travel and things of that nature, and also flu and common cold comes about as well. So we always ask that if you're feeling well and feeling up to it, to always just come out and donate to one of our blood donation centers or come to one of our local blood drives as well. And you can find all of that information on our website at redcrossblood.org/donate. There you can type in a zip code and you can find the nearest blood drive or donation center that's near you.
Y'all really do make it easy.
Yeah.
I've been with y'all beforehand. That was actually my first time giving blood was with you guys at a hospital. Now tell us a little bit about just the why. I think sometimes people maybe need that to go and make that donation. What is it helping? Why does it have an impact?
Yeah, so for people at home who don't know, this blood always goes back for a good cause, for accident victims, sickle cell patients, and also cancer patients as well. So blood is always needed. It's always a constant need for blood for those who really need it in emergency situations.
Yeah, absolutely. And I know, like you just said, it is a constant need. I know January is National Blood Donation Month, but it is literally the entire year. There's always a need because you never know the circumstances that are going to happen. Now, tell me a little bit about those who qualify to be donations. Now, some people might not know if they're not feeling well, or what does that look like? So break it down. What do people need to know if they want to donate?
Yeah, so of course, just like I said, you can just always go on our website and sign up for the nearest blood drive or blood donation center nearest to you. You can just type in a simple zip code like 29169 and it'll literally pop up a ton of different blood donations and blood centers in the West Columbia area and the Chapin area and the Columbia area. So anywhere, and that kind of can entail where you can go to give blood.
What about like personally, like did they need to know their blood type beforehand? Is that information y'all figure out for them? What does that look like?
Yeah, we figure that information out for them, and one of the kind of universal blood that we've always have been looking for is type O negative. That specific blood can always be used in emergency situations in hospitals for, like I said, our cancer patients, our sickle cell patients, and also accident victims. But any blood that people have, we can always use it here at the American Red Cross.
And I want to help take the fear of the unknown out of it a little bit. When people hear blood and needles, sometimes that is a fear of people, but walk us through the process and how it really is so simple. I can speak firsthand because I'm not the greatest with needles, but y'all made it so simple. So just kind of walk us through that process.
Yeah, and Hannah, you actually donated for your first time a couple of months back as well, but it's a quick 3-step process. Of course, the first process is just checking in. The second process is donating. And then the third process shortly after that is pretty easy. You can just get a snack and you're on your way. Typically that takes around 30 to 45 minutes. And you can donate very quickly and you're on your way.
Yeah, it was a very simple process, and that's credit to you guys. Now, obviously you work with the Red Cross and y'all do such incredible work. What does it mean to you to work with an organization that really focuses on helping others?
It means everything, because a lot of these patients that we deal with and people just in general, they just need the blood to help them survive. So it means everything to work for this organization, and it means everything to, of course, give back for a good cause.
Now, what months are typically y'all's months you see the highest donation rates? I know January you said was slower because of travel and whatnot. When do y'all normally see that uptick?
It just always varies, because if you can kind of think about it, people travel almost every time of the year. It kind of varies. Typically during our later months, August, September, October, that's when we kind of see an uptick in those blood donations. But of course, we always need blood donations, January through December, throughout the entire year. So it just kind of varies, of course.
Yeah, absolutely. And y'all really do make it so easy. And it's something you can either like grab a friend. My mom would always go with a friend and they like had a tradition to do it. And you're kind of making a little routine out of this process. And how often can you donate? That's another point I really want to make sure that we get set across.
Yeah, so of course for blood, you can donate every 56 days or up to 6 times a year. For platelets, you can donate every 7 days or up to 24 times in a year. So it just kind of varies, but those are typically our standards of how often you can donate either blood or platelets by chance.
Can you kind of break down the difference for us? Just, I mean, it can be surface level, but blood versus platelets?
Yeah, so of course, platelets are tiny red blood cells that can clot up in your system, and that kind of stops bleeding in emergency situations. And also, of course, blood is once again what we use for those emergency situations, like again, our cancer patients and things of that nature for people who need it.
All right. So again, you can't donate all the time, but you can 6 times a year, and definitely all that information and more up on the website. You have the address right there as well. But of course, you can always visit redcross.org/donate for more information. But again, thank you so much for being with us, Nick, and talking more about this very important issue.
Thanks for having me.
We appreciate it. All right. Stay with us. More Soda City coming up after the break.